Is everyone ready? As ready as they can be?
Yes.
Ready, and I am notifying my surroundings that we will be recording in a few seconds.
Okay, yep, and I'm just gonna give everyone on Discord the heads up that we are gonna begin. All right then. So, the last time we were together, you guys got word that there were robbers in the castle. You managed to defeat most of the robbers and discovered that the leader is Razor, the guy that Alish has been trying to look ever since he found the wanted poster in Muirwood. Razor has escaped, though, and all of his men that were in the castle are dead, either by your doing or by their own doing. You discover that they were going after a gauntlet, which was one of the artifacts of a god. The queen has. What was that? Anyway, the queen has asked for your help with the concern of the marks, and begrudgingly, the royal advisor asked for you to come for an interview with each of you tomorrow morning. So, you all go to sleep after some stuff. And what was that beep?
That was Sophia coming in.
Sophia.
Hey, Sophia. Hey, Sophia.
Hey.
Just doing my little recap of what happened last time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I just found out the an alternative. I put Discord on my phone and just used my laptop for the Roll20
All right.
instead of doing the voice chat. So yeah, that way I could actually hear the music.
Yay!
Yeah, we'll see if this works.
Yeah, we'll see if it works.
Yeah.
All right. So, after a night of action and mystery, some of you asked Trellis for some off-canon things, and Nephrite, you made plans for something that you thought in your head. Everyone goes to sleep. But for one of you, when you open your eyes, you get a very different view than the ones from your bed. Yes.
I wonder who it is this time.
Well, here we go again.
Yes.
Sorry.
Who's that?
It was
Selector.
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 I'm sorry. I was in the middle of drawing.
You're
Okay.
fine.
You're fine. We just got started.
Did I
Yep.
miss anything?
Nope.
You just missed my recap, and one of you is in Dream Nightmare Land.
Who is it?
We don't know yet.
Yep, I'm going. Come on, yeah.
Yeah, she's just getting to that part.
Yes, I'm just getting to that part.
Oh, it's me.
Oh! Valuable.
Yes!
no.
Avelios finally gets his own dream. Yes!
Yes, Avelios, you wake up in this wasteland. Looking around, you see nothing but mountains and green fog around you. And off in the distance, you hear swords clashing.
Can I ascertain where the sword clashing's coming from?
You hear
Because you said I hear it in the distance.
you hear it coming down this way.
He's going to steadily head towards that way, but kind of keeping a guard up.
Alright. So you're gonna head down, gonna reveal a little more, and you start to see what looks like sand.
Evelius is just going to keep walking down, but I assume he's going to hear the swords clashing louder and louder. He's going to be like, "Hello, anyone here?"
Okay, you go down a little closer as you see the scenery changes a bit to a wide open area with sand and what looks like Terra in a training circle. As he goes around and just chops the training dummies holding swords, shields, and armor.
Evelios, as soon as he realizes that this is Terra, he's going to run up to the circle and he's going to be like, Terra, I found you.
As you do, you kind of see him make a misstep and swings his sword right at you, but it phases right through. Damn it, I missed.
Evelius is just going to be like, what? What is this?
You hear a chuckle coming from here as you see Aqua and Ven in the stands, and Van is just laughing a bit. Really fancy footwork there, Terra. By me. It was a miscount on my part. You really should not rush into things. Remember what I always say, patience is a virtue. Yeah, yes, I know. But you think the enemy is gonna restrain patience? Enough, you guys.
Evelio is gonna kind of run around the circle. He's gonna be like, Ven, Aqua, oh my god, I finally found y'all. And he's gonna start crying a bit.
They don't notice you. Instead, they continue talking amongst each other.
And I'm just gonna be like, guys, can't you hear me? It's me.
You hear a voice from behind you, Evelios, going, they cannot hear you.
Evelios, freaking out at this point, immediately begins to turn around. Who are you?
I believe your friends called me Alanta.
Alanta.
Mm-hmm. And I...
Is it?
Go ahead.
No, I'm just... He's just gonna be like, is this the dream people have been telling me about?
This is the dream world, yes. However, dreams are different between people. Does any of your friends know of them?
There's been a few who've said they've had a weird dream, but this just feels so real.
Dreams often do feel real, especially to the people who dream them. You see Terra and then take a turn in the circle while Aqua sits back down and watches. And as...
So...
Yeah?
I was just gonna turn to Elantra and just be like, so... what is it that you're trying to show me here?
Who says I'm trying to show you anything? You're the one who got the invitation to see their dreams.
All three of them are sharing this dream?
No. Only one of them is. Can you guess who?
Velos is gonna kind of look towards Ven. I can't speak. He's gonna look towards Ventus and he's gonna be like, if I had to take a guess, it was probably Ven.
Possibly a good guess. It's hard to tell, really, which one is the dreamer and who is the dream. People can be like that too sometimes.
So, if I'm in one of their dreams, that means they're okay then, right?
It means one of them is okay, at least. One of them is dreaming the other two. Maybe they're reflecting on the good times.
Yeah. These were the good old days, huh?
And as you said that, the other two fish practicing in Aqua going, "Oh, by the way, Tara, have you heard the news? We're supposed to be retainers now." "Yes, to some little brat." Hey, don't knock the man until you see him. I heard this guy took out an entire bar. Maybe then he's an aggressive brat. Well, hopefully we can help him through that. Let's show him what teamwork is about. All right? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And help me they did. I feel like I've been a better person with them around.
You really care about your friends, don't you?
They mean the world to me. Why wouldn't I?
I wonder,
I just
though.
need more time.
I wonder, though. You don't seem as willing to protect your new friends. Always shielding yourself.
To be honest, it's been hard for me to decide for myself. It's been hard because these three, they've changed my life. I do anything for them. And then I look at the amount of misfits that we all work together with, and it's just hard for me to really connect.
It takes time to build a connection. Surely you must know that better than anyone.
Of course I do.
All of a sudden, Ivilios, you hear, alright, let's see if I can do this right. Can you guys hear that?
I did not.
Yeah, neither did I.
Well, excuse me for trying to voice a creature. You hear a shrill as you see what looks like an electric beings coming closer towards the circle.
Oh boy.
What are these things?
They are the residents of this world. As you see one of them coming towards you, Ivilios, and the other one coming towards the group. Do you do anything?
Evelios, upon seeing the creature going after his friends, tries to make a dash for his friends.
Alright. That would cause this one to change targets and this one to go closer.
Can I ascertain what if it's going to attack any of my friends?
You can tell that they've got hostile intentions.
I'm gonna attempt to compel duel, or I'll put it up so you can see it again. But
All right,
I'm gonna attempt to compel duel the one that's going after.
All right, compel duel. Make a D100 for me.
break even.
Okay, you thrust your hand to compel duel, but something feels off with your magic. Like the
I can't
creature.
use my magic.
Yeah. It's like it's a low. Let me try to explain this. You feel the surge of magic going through your hand to attempt to compel duel, but instead it feels like almost like a shockwave bursts out of your hand, pushing this guy a little further away. And you feel your mark kind of burn a little bit.
Avelos is going to try and run through the pain and try to tackle the other being so it doesn't hurt his friends.
Yeah, you see Alanta already there and put her hand towards the creature and pushes him away. The other creatures sneer at you and make a hissing noise before leaving.
As soon as Avelios realizes that the threat assessment is gone, he kind of just goes on one knee, kind of in pain from the mark.
That was really brave of you to do that. And to answer your question, they're called Kanori.
Kanari?
Residents of the dream world that are often described as the boogeyman.
Elantra, do you think... And he's going to kind of look at his friends again. Do you think I'll be able to save them?
Anything is possible, my dear. My child. As long as you fight with all your heart, anything is possible. And with that, Ivilios, let me just scroll back down.
And then you wake up.
Yeah, pretty much you wake up, and I just need to get you back on the right map.
Attica, sorry I came in late.
No, it's
You're
okay.
okay.
It's alright.
Hey, you're
Luckily-
fine.
Luckily, it was nothing important.
Yep, so everyone wakes up. And Ivilios, you feel your mark burn a little bit as you wake up.
Velios is going to kind of check on his mark and see if there's like any progress or anything different about the mark than before.
You see it glow a bit, and there are a lot more cracks in it.
Velios is going to think to himself, I knew it. We're all on a timer. Velios is going to... I assume everyone's waking up, so as everyone's waking up, he's going to start, like, going to the room. He doesn't say a word to anyone. He just wants to go downstairs for food.
Alright. And what does everyone else do?
Yeah, no one's
Hey,
gonna
Doug.
stumble on a. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
No one's gonna stumble on a bed. Take the copy of the Heartbreak that he borrowed from Dazo and just put it into his backpack. Go out the door and head downstairs for breakfast.
Alright.
And Daisy's gonna wake up and just be a rocket, and she's gonna go downstairs and for breakfast.
Quinn's sleeping like a cat. Sleeping like a cat on the bed.
Yeah, and she's gonna give him like a little kiss on the head.
Nah. Huh? Nah. Good morning.
Like, good morning. When it's wanna come down for breakfast?
Sure.
All
He
right, let's
gives
go
her.
down. Yeah.
Out of character, I didn't hear that.
She said, "Okay, Quinn, let's go down for breakfast."
He gives her a hug.
Aww. And she returns the hug with a smile.
So you two are going down for breakfast?
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, Eric wakes up and sees that there are a lot of papers around Nephrite's room, and she's going, okay, what is all this? And she tries to pick all the papers up.
Nephrite is still kind of on burnout level because she was up writing notes in her journal and also sketching out a design for a future project. In other words, she is still pretty much asleep.
Erev tries to shake her awake.
Good morning.
Morning, sleepyhead.
Nephrite looks around and notices all the papers on the ground. I went into burnout mode again. Great.
That happens often, doesn't it? With you.
Is it that obvious?
I don't need to be a mind reader to see that.
Sorry. I tried to make a design for your circlet along with another project I had in mind, while also writing notes in my journal to keep up with the new infusions that I can do, along with writing notes about your circlet and Veliosa's amulet, which I keep forgetting every single time we go in through these situations. Just
I think you're suffering from TMPS. Too many project syndrome.
I don't care. The high pod name's Kettle. I also have a bunch of friends who are DMs that go through that same exact diagnosis.
Well, I'm gonna head down for breakfast, and I strongly suggest you do the same.
I'll be down there in a minute. Just need to do something for about 30 seconds.
Alright. And Erev goes down.
While Nephrite is in her room, here's a little tip about infusions in attunements, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and future D&D players, for whoever wants to try to attune themselves to something. Certain attunements can take about, and I'm looking at my friend to verify this, 30 seconds, 30 minutes. God dang it. Okay,
I would say
so
more like an hour.
it's about 30 minutes to an hour. So
Yeah, pretty
for
much.
one infusion, she is actually going to oh boy, because she's gonna need this in the future. She's going to attune and infuse her crossbow. The crossbow will have repeating shots, which means if I need to get to my computer. Oh wait, I am on my computer. Bleh. And thank God I have this in my roll 20. Yay!
I'm mentally face palming.
Repeating shot is this. So she's gonna have her crossbow on her with repeating shot on there. While she's attuning to it, she's not really gonna do much with it until the attunement is complete.
Alright, that's gonna take you 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna stay in your room for 30 minutes while everyone else goes down and has some breakfast.
Like, somebody can bring her a plate, but she ain't leaving until that attunement is done.
Yeah, Quinn might eat all the breakfast.
She can work with just fruit.
Yep, so yep, just for right, let's just put you back, let's put you over here for now until you come down, and everyone else, breakfast is gonna be in this room. And why do I have dark light? Why do I have darkness on?
I don't know. We can all see the map clear as day. Well, I can.
I
Yes.
Okay.
I can.
Yes. Yep. Sorry about. Yep. Sorry about that. I had a special lighting for when it's like night out that I had on.
Oh, okay.
Pretty.
Yep. So breakfast is in this room, guys.
Okay.
Yay, breakfast!
And also, DM, you have Zuri with the party.
I'm tempted to sing the song, but I won't.
Good. Resist temptation.
Come on, it's a catchy song.
No. Yes, but no.
PM me the song that you were trying to avoid, and I might either groan or give you a thumbs up.
Okay. So you see a barman attending to everyone's drinks, and number of waiters come around and give you probably the most fancy looking breakfast you guys ever seen. Cream puffs, omelets, what looks to be like bacon but coated in like a brown sugar. Some like salmon.
Oh, no.
You have some salmon with basil and what looks to be like almost like a fruit salad, except the fruits are like finely chopped, so they almost look paper thin.
Wow, I've never had anything this fancy.
I'm sorry, did somebody call Pan? This sounds like Pan just ran this entire place.
Maybe.
The barman explains that this whole place is reserved mostly for nobles to come and when they have diplomatic meetings and all that, but since there are almost no nobles now, you guys have this fancy breakfast to yourselves.
Out of character, who the heck eats eclairs for breakfast?
Me,
Me.
Wow.
you never had Eclair for breakfast.
Those are pretty good.
Just to warn you, Sugar Rush.
Fair enough.
Touche.
No, I'm talking about Quen.
Oh, yes. Dato's not gonna let him have a eclair. She's gonna let him have, like, fried fish.
Aw, why can't I have the eclair? Or whatever it's called.
That's right, Eclair.
Yeah, eclair, yeah. Because this is full of sugar, and I don't want you to get hyper.
Aw, so you don't want me to get even more sweet?
Yeah, you.
Gwen,
Yeah,
you're adorable but a pain sometimes.
What the? Come on,
Yeah.
that one wasn't half bad.
Okay, yeah, that's touche. You did good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, good timing on that. Because it's like, because you get a burn, I don't want to chase you all over.
Why not? Sounds fun.
I don't think they want us to destroy the place.
Given my okay, out of character, given mine, Kren has never really had a home, so he doesn't really know what that feels like.
Then Dezo will like, I don't think the rest of the party would be up for trying to pay for the damages.
Okay, really? Out of character, really, Soundwave?
Yes. And also, with the whole thing about y'all not wanting to destroy the place, need I remind you guys that Nephrite practically threatened a noble last night?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh
Eh,
yeah.
If I can get in here.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Hey, Dragon's here.
Dragon's
Oh,
here?
yeah.
He's
Yeah.
been here.
Here.
I've
Oh.
been here, but I just couldn't talk until now.
Oh.
Ooh. Alright, fine. I'll eat the fish.
It's like
Ah.
Fish is gonna pat him on the head. It's like, good boy.
Out of character,
please,
can I roll stealth to try to get the eclair?
By the hand.
It's
Sleight
sleight
of
of
hand.
hand. It's sleight of hand. And
Yeah.
yes, you can.
Alright.
This is gonna do it inside.
All right,
All
let you
right.
do your
Perception.
rolls, and then we gotta move on, guys.
Alright, sorry. Ooh, not bad.
Yep. So Daisy, you do not see him grab an eclair.
Ugh.
And Dragon, you were saying something?
Well, I mean, when everybody is done doing their RP.
Okay, we're
So,
done.
sorry.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
So Elige will pick a table a little apart from the others, but he will raise his hand to get your attention and say the following. Good morning. I communicated with Trellis about something I concluded about our encounter with the bandits. I have inquired if there might be any magical armors that can be easily put on and taken off, or even slept in. My armor spell is a quick fix in a pinch, but it is best if we can get this as an improvement. Trellis has suggested I talk to you all first, then check with the armor smiths. Those of us that are at least partly warriors, with a polite nod to the videos, we're not at our most capable in personal defense, which can lessen our effectiveness for being in a fight with the group. So this is my concern, and one of the things that I wanted to address and possibly solve before we left the city. If there is any armor, magical armor that exists that will do these things in the city, we're going to have to do something to basically earn them. And the fact that I do not want to have any, how should I say, outstanding debts, even in the form of favors, later on. What are your ideas and suggestions?
Ivilios will stand up and he'll say, I have to agree with Elige, only in part that if something like last night were to happen again, we would need a quick fix for the situation. So I say being able to get magical armor would prove effective.
Well, that's smart, but really, maybe we should talk about this when the artificer from upstairs is down here. I think she would have the best knowledge of battle armor than any of us. And Elish, can I be frank for one moment? Can anyone hear me?
And
Yeah, no,
We can hear you, and also out of character, dragon. Boo!
Dragon, you're grounded.
Wait, what? What happened?
You have
What did I
no.
miss?
Yeah,
no.
I
So
said you asked if it could be Frank, and I said sure, as long as Frank doesn't mind.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
And
you're
Selector, you
grounded.
have no room in which to try to ground me. That was an appropriately timed joke.
that was
I
pretty
agree
good.
with that.
That was pretty
That
good.
was that was well timed, but still, that was a bad pun. And also, Selector, you have no grounds to stand on after the 15 bad puns you've made over the past few months.
Yes.
Fine.
Okay,
I don't guarantee that they'll all be, crackers, firecrackers, but they still come out. They're still going to be set off. So
Okay, anyway. Aerith will stand up and go to Elish and going, I'm starting to become really, really worried about you. You seem so uber focused on combat and defense. I know given the circumstances we need to take care of that, but for the last couple of days you've also seemed entirely focused on Razor. I know that that there were people that you had with you at the fair, and yet you don't seem worried about them at all. You have a stone face that, honestly, it's scary to read.
he looks up at her. And he looks around at the rest of the group and says, "I'm not really sure if you understand what a soldier goes through. Helios might. When I came to the full realization of what had happened after we woke up, for all intents and purposes, I considered myself dead and simply waiting to fall over and stop working. I hope that my family members are still alive and can be rescued. This is the goal that I strive for while I retain the ability to breathe and think for myself. We know what these marks do eventually. You've seen parts of what we can become once that happens. I refuse to become a monster. And I will absolutely do my best to destroy those that caused this.
Well, it's good that you don't want to be a monster, but don't make your emotions dead either.
They're not dead. I never really was very good at making very many emotional connections even before I became a soldier. I don't know. It's just something I've never really been able to do. I care about people, but I don't I don't feel joy. I don't feel rage. I don't, I mean, I can be irritated. I can be temporarily angry. I can be amused. This has always been the way that I've been, even when I was for as far back as I can remember. As far as I mean, I never noticed because my family just basically accepted it as part of who I am and never tried to really delve very deeply into why. But yeah, I mean, I must be kind of honest with the rest of you. I do consider you to be allies and potential friends, and I hope that we can build a relationship together. But don't expect any kind of deep emotional response from me. It's not within my capability to do. Combat, I mean, I'm a soldier, I'm a war mage. It's what I do. It's become mostly what I am as a person. Uba is one of my new companions that might help me make a little bit more of an emotional connection to something, and maybe through him you can make a connection to me. I don't know.
I
But
rather talk.
this,
I rather talk to you than a familiar. And she
yeah,
walks away a bit.
by all means talk to me. But I mean, as far as getting any kind of emotional response from me, it may require the familiar as a connection for that. I honestly don't.
Okay, at this point, Nephrite comes in, and I would say she got the last bit of that conversation.
Yeah, it's just like the player. I actually have my mic up, so she would have been quiet, just hearing hearing his perspective on being a soldier and being worried about those he care about. Cough, cough. I actually point to my out of character comment in the chat. Not in character. I'm just saying out of character. I point to my comment in chat about that.
You'll have to repeat it because I don't have the time to scroll it up.
That
Even
he
soldiers can even soldiers can feel worried for those they care about. Let it be a battalion, family, friends, commanding officer, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as you
But
sit down, Nephrite, this maid comes around and presents your plate of food.
thank you. And she'll just sit it on this table right here. So aside from me practically missing breakfast, what else did I miss?
A discussion about possibly increasing our defenses, but would actually increase the burden of your work.
How so?
Magical armor that we can either sleep in or put on and take off quickly.
Sorry, would
I'm back.
you
I'm more
perk on
of
the
the
table real
opinion.
quick?
I'm more of the opinion that it might be in our best interest to see if there's already some armor that already exists that's been made to do this. I'm sure I'm not the only person that's thought of it.
Nephrite actually clicks her bracelet and it merges into steel mail. It actually merges into scale mail. So you mean something like this?
Yes,
And for
but
those,
is
just for the
is
sake
that
of viewership,
is that something that only you can that you can do as an artificer that as long as it's something that you, I don't know, not quite concentrate on, but kind of just maintain.
Something I can replicate. However, as you said, it is going to take time.
Right.
Time and
Time is
material.
time. Time is our biggest problem. We don't know how much time we have.
To bleed.
The enemy is on the move. They're marshaling their forces. They're gathering more people to turn into what they call soldiers. If they get too big of a number, we as a group are not going to be able to handle all of the problem. While we have warned the nobility of the city, they have, for now, deemed it necessary to keep that information from the public lest it cause panic. A person can be intelligent and clever, but large groups of people tend to be dumb and will respond in unpredictable and usually violent manner.
As you're talking,
Like I
Elise,
said, yeah,
you see the royal advisor enter the room. And right behind him, you see this drowned man with short hair, glasses, a long black robe, carrying a book with lots of papers in it.
I will raise my head and say good morning to call attention to him to everyone in the group.
I wish this was a good morning. Instead, I had to deal with you misfits.
Quinn sticks out his tongue at him at that response.
Let's get one thing straight here. I don't like any of you. But the Queen has ordered cooperation, and I have to exceed her will. With that being said,
That's that's not entirely true. You could by all means accommodate the situation, but you could have sent a representative instead of dealing with it directly. So let's make no mistake, we're going to get this job done. We don't have to like each other. Let's just get it over with.
right, but first we got a few, we have to have a few things out of the way first. First of all, he presents the drow at the back. This is Bylus. He is a royal documenter and chronicler, as well as the owner of the Golden Oaks Library. So he bows and says, "It's a pleasure to meet all of you. And Wild Advisor, you didn't say it would be this many. I don't know if I have enough papers for all this. It'll be fine. I'll make it quick. Second point of business is this," and he puts up what looks like a badge on the table with the most people. This is a badge to all the stores that are just for soldiers only. We have a very thank you, Soundwave.
Nice MLP reference.
Yes. Anyway, this is a pass that will let you go to the stores and shop specifically for soldiers only. We had to have different stores between the refugees and the ones defending the walls. This pass will let you go to the best stores we have to offer right now in Bass. Thirdly, as a reward for helping out at the castle, the Queen has issued all 875 gold. And he plops like a big bag of gold on the table. Now, before we begin the interviews, we have to have one thing on record for the group, and we think it's best that we ask this as a group. What do we call you guys? For the records.
I am perfectly fine being called the heroic Misfits.
I frankly don't have a name. So whatever the party decides, that is the name that we can go with. Nobody else have a name idea?
I do, Araketo, I do have one, but it might be pretty stupid.
Speak it, by all means. Nefred doesn't have an idea. I don't even have an idea out of character.
How about, shoot. Shoot, I had it!
Type it out.
Well, it's definitely a lot quieter than I thought it was going to be for picking a name.
I'm currently fixing food, so.
The Union Tune.
What? Each one of us has a own unique rhythm.
Aerith kind of shrugs as going, he's not wrong, that one. Any other opinions, guys?
I'm sorry, Araketo, I'm sorry. It was the best name I could come up with.
No, it's alright, it's alright. It's just, everyone else is being quiet, and I'm going,
I'm racking my
I
brain over
don't-
one.
I don't have an idea. Yes, I can be creative at some points, but party ideas, I can't think of anything. Game can vouch for me on this one.
And I'm currently fixing food, so yeah.
But Union Tune, that doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Oh, wait. Araketo, how about this? Instead of the Union Tune, how about the Misfit Tune? What do you guys think? Does it not work?
again, everyone's going quiet on this.
You weren't expecting this, were you?
No, I was not.
Yeah, and I'm currently fixing food, so it might be a little bit.
Well, I mean, do you have at least an idea, Sophia? You can
Okay.
usually pick food and talk.
The
A
musical
friend of
Uh,
mine gave me
theme.
2 ideas.
Yeah,
A friend of
the
mine gave me
musical
2
theme
ideas.
sounds pretty good. How about the Rhythmic Wanderers?
Ooh, how about the alley cat?
And the
mm-mm.
No.
Yeah, Rhythmic Wanderers is the only thing I can. The only other idea I had was a potential Janet Jackson reference. I was like, no.
No, as much as I love Janet Jackson this is out of character. I love the Jackson family. My favorite performers from the Jackson family are Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson. But I swear you try to you do a reference and it's a poor reference, I will come to wherever you are and I'll smack you upside the head.
Too
That's why
late.
I'm not saying it.
Too late.
So reference platoon reference.
A-
I won't say what it is.
Ac-
It's dumb. So
Actually, you know I got the alley cats from?
The
Disney.
cat.
No, Disney's in the House of Mouse.
I thought you got it from the Aristocats, honestly.
Yes.
Nope.
But anything regarding rhythm, because that does kind of make sense. All of us just dance to the beat of our own drums.
Hmm.
yeah, Rhythmic Wanderers is the only thing I got.
I mean, Nefred is going on burnout mode. She is working off of the energy of zero. And we have a proper gentleman who is trying to get our party name, along with the one person that practically 2 people in the party hate, walked into the
Well,
room.
I think the only name I can come up with is the band of Misfits.
Okay, how about Rhythm Misfits? So that way we stick with the misfit portion because all of us are from different walks of life, and we still keep the
Mhm.
rhythm idea because all of us practically have our own beat. So,
That-
rhythmic misfits.
All right.
Okay, that
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, that works. Sorry if my name kind of sucked.
It's okay.
That was actually a good idea. You got the ball rolling because of that name.
Yeah.
So, and
And
also, everybody add 125 gold pieces to your inventory because I actually did the math for 875 divided by 7.
already did that.
Me too.
Um, I think I might need to do that. I don't remember if I did or not.
Alright, so you guys decided on the team name?
What was it? The Wigmit. The Wigmit.
I'll
I'm sorry, it's hard to say, and I was burned out when I was drawing. It took me at least a few hours to do what I was doing on Photoshop. Oh, Wigmit. Wi- ah! Rhythmic Misfit. Okay, that's actually pretty good. It takes what I had in mind, and it takes Noel's idea. That's clever.
Alright. And you see, be-
My idea too. So
yeah,
Oh,
you see the drow quickly writing that in his notebook, and then he's going, "Oh yes, almost forgot. Which one of you is Alish?"
I am.
Okay. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Trellis said to give you this, and he hands you a notebook full of spells.
Thank you.
You're
Out of
welcome.
character possibility of him casting more spells. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Possibility.
You
Yep.
didn't ask.
No, again, that was out of character.
yeah, we know.